Hello, welcome to Miemie's Keepsakes. I'm Marnell. I'm back with the 100-day project, and we are on the second half of this project on day 53. And today we are making Yvonne Preston's paperclip pads. And here is an example. I cut it from this beautiful paper from Calico Designs, and I honestly, some of these papers just makes it so easy. I didn't feel like it needed anything more than this. I can maybe possibly go around with some ink or some gold wax here, but isn't this just so pretty? So I only added a label and a little bit of lace on the bottom. It's just way too easy. So anyway, this little booklet is on a paper clip, so it kind of combines two things that I like, booklets and paper clips, and I think Tina obviously likes booklets and paper clips too, because there's been a lot of these kind of booklet and paper clip projects that we've done in the first 50 days. But this just opens up, and then you have a little bit of a writing space here, and or you can even make this as a little collage book and add, I'm thinking, book pages, maybe parchment paper, things like that, and you can tear it out to use for collages in your journal. Or the other thing that I thought about is if you make little snippets on each of these pages, and you can just tear out your little snippet and maybe glue it onto the edge of a page or a journal, in your journal, or even a greeting card or in a scrapbook. These little snippets, they're so great. Anyway, let's go on to today's project. Sorry, I'm a little scatterbrained today, so be warned. I mean, I don't even think I have to explain this because it is so easy to make, but let's go ahead and make one. Tina again said, like usual, use more of a thicker kind of paper. I simply have some 28, I think these were 28 or 32, I'm not sure, but it's a little thicker than copy paper. I do like to use a thicker paper. The printing quality is just better on them. So all you need is a cover for your booklet, and then you're just going to fold over a tab on the bottom, on the top. Okay, and then you are going to need some paper to write on, and this can definitely be scraps. I just grabbed these just because they were close by, and then what I kind of did with that one, and then it gives you enough pages for your booklet, is kind of just made sure that my pages will fit in there. I've just folded it in half and tore it the right size, and then again tear that on the fold. Okay, and just to make sure that they do fit into my booklet, I'm going to decide where I want to tear the bottom one. So if you want straight edges, obviously you'll be cutting this. And then all I did was to kind of stagger them. Self-explanatory, but I just staggered them, or in a way that I found pleasing. Something like this. And then on the back, you simply cut the shortest page, and there's your booklet. And then you'll need a stapler to staple them together. And on this side, I'm using the 2-inch paper clips again. You simply add your paper clip to the flap. Okay, The booklet will go in like this. Just make sure it's straight. First one isn't so straight, but it's all good. Nothing is ever totally straight and perfect. And then what I did was I added some, I'm going to use the glue gun just because I'm gluing in that paper clip. So I just put the glue on the flap in between that paper clip and just press down. Make sure that the paper clip is in there very securely. And be careful, even if you're using these little glue guns, they get very hot. I have burned myself so many times with these glue guns. And then that is your little booklet done. Easy. Okay, so let's mass make a couple. Let me just put all my tools here where I will access them easily. Then let's do covers first. I have some Tim Holtz here, so let's do a Tim Holtz one. With this, yeah, I think that would be fine. And you can make them I think as big and as small as you want to. Small would be cute, obviously. And this just folds over. And I think if you're mass making, again, if you're using the same size, it would obviously be faster, but let's make some different sizes to just for interest's sake. So let's make a taller one. Let's just tear the covers first. Let's make another tall one from this one just because it's already tall and skinny. And this one, oh wow, I think I need to do I'm gonna make tall and skinny. Okay, and of course, you know, tall and skinny decorating for me is difficult. This I think, yeah, this is from the Graphics Fairy, so let's make this one. Can use that as one. And I mean, I don't have to show you with the journal how we're going to paper clip this in. I'm pretty sure you guys would know that. Wondering if we can make one this way. Let's do one this way and experiment a little bit. Sorry. Horizontally, that's what I'm using. And let's make one this way, but I'm not telling you which way. I'm sorry. I told you I'm scatterbrained today. Like, this is printed on just regular thinner copy paper. You can, I don't know if you can, like, this paper is obviously thicker than this, and if you can notice the difference on camera, but so I won't use that. But let's use some music paper. And let's make a smaller one with this one. And maybe with the music paper I will double it up just because this book is a little flimsy. The paper in this book isn't very thick, so let's do that. And let's glue, I'm going to glue it. The glue stick is almost done. Okay, let's just glue this and then it can dry while I'm doing one or two more, and we'll make the fold once it's all dried up. Okay, that one will stay to dry. And what else do I have here? Shall we do one more little one? Oh, but this one would be a pretty tall, skinny one too. Okay, let's do tall, skinny. Okay, we've done a little one. It's the same process. So now let's do all the folding, the flap. So you don't have to listen. Oh, this is so pretty. I don't know where this paper came from. Maybe it's Ruby and Pearl, her boho I'm not sure. These are scraps from my scrap box. I should write names on even my scraps so I can remember, because sometimes I'm looking at the scraps and I'm thinking, oh wow, that's so pretty, I wish I can remember which kit and then do something with the entire kit, but no, it doesn't always work that way. Oh, that flap, I think this flap will be too small. Yes, so let's just add, what will go with that? I'm just looking for a small piece of scrap that I can, here is a piece of scrap. Let's add this on here so the flap can be a little bigger. And it doesn't have to be that big. Might be too big, but we can always make it smaller later on. And this one got a little bent in my scrap box, but it's still usable. And then a teeny tiny one. Okay, and then this one will fold over, and this one will be a teeny tiny one too. Just need to clean up the mess on my glue bottle. Okay, let's find papers for our booklets. And this one will work this way. And yeah, you don't have to do scattered. You can always do just a regular booklet. I just like the look of it. Inside the torn pages, kind of, you know, going from tall to shorter. Oh, we'll just tear it this way. And if you kind of tear it all together, once you bring it up, okay, so we'll have 3 pages in this one. It all just looks really nice, I think. Okay, and I think I'm gonna do the stapling immediately then while I still have it together. This one, let's do the same, and I think double will be just fine, and I'll end up with 4 pages in here. Okay. The dogs and I went on a absolutely amazing walk this morning. It was one of those, it's a little cloudy, but one of those crisp, really nice spring days. Really, I don't know, I'm not a morning person, but I just woke up this morning and thought, okay, we need to go outside. Okay. Don't know why I'm struggling to tear this, don't ask me. Anyway, we went for this really nice walk. These are a little too big. And just to a park close to our house, but it was so beautiful in the park. Everything just, it was raining yesterday, so everything is nice and clean and just smells. Yeah, it was just a good walk. Okay, now we need taller pages. We'll need more paper. And so this one, if we fold it in half, yes, it will go in there. So we'll do that, and maybe, shall we just do 3 pages for this one? Okay, we're doing 4 because that was double. And of course you can even decorate the inside of the booklet, like this page in here can be decorated. That would look cute too if you have lots of time. Okay, and how tall do we want this one? Why are these two there? I thought it was just one thicker piece of paper, but they're kind of stuck together. Okay, there is my staggered pages, and you can even just staple them and then cut them, whatever works best for you. Oh, I did this. Oh, we can just put a piece of anyway, we'll figure that out. I put the staples on the wrong side, but we can always just add a little piece of lace with that. And let's see if these two, they are more or less the same size. That would be great. Come a little in so they will fit on there. Yeah, so when we got back from the walk, the dogs were all wet and stinky, not stinky, but smelling like wet dog. So I think I'll have to wash them sometime this weekend. Maybe take them on one more walk and then wash them, and then they'll be clean for only one day, because the moment we go on a walk again at the as the weather is at the moment, they will probably smell like wet dog again tomorrow. Oh yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that again, because that's why I put the staples inside out. And I mean, it's not a big deal, but it just looks a little bit prettier this way than that way. And let's see if this will fit in here. And it will. I just need to cut it down. Maybe I'll just tear that down. Yes, and now it fits. And again, these are stuck together almost like it's one piece of paper. Okay. And it's, if you even sit down and just make a couple of different kind of booklets or different kind of paper clips. Sometimes it gets boring to make 10 or 20 of the same thing, or even just 6. But if you go and sit down and decide, I'm just making paper clips today, and gather a couple of ideas before you start, I think you'll be able to make quite a bit of paper clips or booklets, because it's such a fast and easy project. And of course you can always just staple this in and just have that. Let's do that just for something different and not stagger them. Okay, so let's use some pink paper for this one. I am very surprised at how much ephemera I already have, because every day I'm obviously making more than one of each, and it is definitely adding up fast. And then I'm also keeping up with the Roxy's journal, the Roxy weekly challenge, because once I'm done with the I want to tear that first. Once I'm done with the 100-day project, I obviously want to keep up with that for the rest of the year, because Rachel from Roxy Creations, I love her style, and she has so many good ideas. So I want to keep up with that. Well, that was a bit of very messy tearing, but luckily that is not going to be part of my booklet. Let's just get rid of that little piece too. So yes, I am, but I have to say I am itching to start making a journal. I am at the moment still just organizing, and I have to say me and my label maker are becoming an inseparable pair at this point, and I have to say after all of this organizing I'll be sick and tired of the label maker. Might want to retire it just because I don't want to see it anymore. Anyway, just joking. I love my label maker, but I am looking forward to getting everything finished, because before, I think what I did wrong with organizing is I would organize and then get to a point where I think, okay, it's nice and clean, I just want to create something, and then I do not label everything. So I have the same problem again. I have the same kind of storage system on shelves. The tins all look the same because I just like the look, but I don't know what's inside of them. So if I want something, I have to take all of them off the shelf, open all of them, and then, you know, by then it's already been a big organization or a big project just to get the 5 pieces of ribbon or extra glue or whatever I was looking for. So this time I am determined. Everything is going to be labeled before I decide I'm done, even though I'm itching to sit down and just work in this space again. But luckily I have this as well, doing this not, you know, regularly every day. So it helps a little bit with that itchy feeling to create something. I am at least doing a little bit of creating each day, which is great. I don't think this is straight, but we're not going to be too bothered by that. So anyway, I am determined to do it right this time. So let's see how far I get. With organizing. It's just been a very long, tedious process for me, and I have stopped, start, stop, start all the way since last year in the summer. So I am very, very determined this time to make a good job and finish the job. Oh, can you believe it? I need to go get some staples. I'll be back. I've loaded my staple again. Okay, so the next step would be to glue let's get our paper clips, glue everything together with I'm gonna use the glue gun like I said. You need a paper clip. These are again 2-inch paper clips. Let's put the paper clip, no, let's just do all of it together. Then it is done. I'll just maybe put it on a piece of scrap paper or glue paper. See, my glue gun is almost done as well. Luckily, I thought of that while I looked at for the staples. And we're just going to glue this on here. I think I've glued that one on totally straight. Paper clip. And I am trying to press down the glue gun as much as I possibly can, or the glue from the heat gun, because I don't want it to be too bulky. The glue gun obviously do add a little bit of bulk, not a lot, but I do press it down because I do want especially the paper clip to be in there nice and securely. It's a paper clip booklet, so you need the paper clip on there, otherwise it's just a booklet. Okay. And this one we're going to make, oh, the paper clip's not going to work that way. I was wanted to paper clip it this way, but it's not going to work. Oh, but I can't put it on a pocket. It can still go this way on the page. Yeah, it will still work, sorry. I just had another idea in my head. Didn't obviously think it through, but this will give you a different look too. So this one, if you paper clip it onto the book, it would sit like this. And these you would probably paper clip from the side of the page. This one you're going to paper clip from the top. Okay. So you can make them that way. Okay, and then this. Put some glue on. Yeah, we were thinking of redoing Easter, like I said the other day, this weekend, because we didn't have a great Easter because my daughter and I were sick. But my daughter said she needed to stay and study because they're in the middle of their exams, and it's her end of her first year, so I think she's a little nervous, which is totally understandable. So she's gonna stay this weekend and study, and I think we'll just maybe do a big nice dinner once my son is home, because he'll be home on Tuesday. Tuesday we have to go pick him up. It's about 45 minutes, maximum an hour away if traffic is really bad, the airport. And we do have an airport in town, but it's really small. Anyway, so we have to go pick him up. He's flying in from Halifax, no, Nova Scotia in Canada. So it's kind of on the other coast of Canada, other side of Canada. It's an, I think, a 6 or 8 hour flight. Can't remember with the time difference how long the flight is exactly. Anyway, that's besides the point. So the flight lands at 12 o'clock at night. So obviously that's the cheapest flight for him, and we'll have to get up and go pick him up. And I don't know if my husband will go with me because he has to work the next day. I'll have to find out, but I will definitely go pick them up, and then he'll be home for the summer. I can't believe, oh wow, yes, I keep saying this every day and I probably sound like 100 years old, but the year is already just flying by too fast, way too fast for me. I can't keep up. I honestly can't keep up. And this one I can possibly cut down a little bit, just because I've torn the booklet, but I do like this tear that kind of goes at an angle. Okay, so our booklets are glued and put together. Move some of this out of the way. And I can put my glue gun away before I burn myself on that tip. And let's get into decorating mode. That's the best part, I think. So how many did we make? This was my prototype. So we made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of them. And which one shall we decorate? Maybe that one. This one we can just add a little something in, just so we have. Let's do the music one, just so we have something for from not just printables. So this one, I just want to decorate it, and maybe when we're done, we can just pop them into the journal just to see how pretty they are, because these little booklets on the paper clips, I think it's such a simple idea. I mean, but it just adds definition. I am definitely starting to think maybe I should pop everything on a paper clip. I have a bit of a paper clip obsession at the moment, and I've said this before when we did the first 50 days. I liked the paper clips, but I kind of avoided them because I thought they are so complicated. I just simply can't do them. Don't ask me why, but that is exactly what I was thinking, and it's actually so dumb because they are so easy. And for this one, that is just a bit too big, I think. I'm going to use, and then maybe cut this a little shorter, and I'm going to cut it at an angle, and again just rough it up just a little bit with my scissors and fabric tack the lace down. And I'll see if I can find that video on Yvonne Preston's channel. Tina obviously saw this more than probably 3 years ago. Let's do that. Just use my finger. So I'll see if I can find it. Shouldn't be too hard to find. I did find that G-Curve video that, can't remember, we did something, was it the pocket paper clips that Tina saw on G-Curve's channel? It's 50 days, it's kind of just one blur. I'm just gonna fold this over again. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to find Yvonne's video on this, and I'll just give it a bit of a stamp here, maybe here. Okay. And then these two, let's see what we can find for them. I have the Tim Holtz paper dolls, and she's just kind of the right size for that. Oh, and I have this little, I think it was the button fabric embellishments. Tina, that's what Tina called them, that we've made in the first 50 days. I just have this purple postage sitting there, or post stamp, and we need something in the background, I think, just something. I have this Sorry Silk sitting here. Would that work? Might just be too small. Okay, something that will work with the purple. Let's see. Just going here through all my scraps. I'm thinking that one, but I'm still looking for something smaller to tear up, but that is too small. Let's see if I have, there's a little bit. See, I'm just looking for a small scrap, and then I'm not tearing up a big piece. That was my thought. And maybe we'll add a little bit of gold to this, just to, I don't know, just to dress up this paper. And I'm thinking, while my finger is covered in gold, let's just do these two. And this is the Inca gold. Just give that a little gold edge. Yeah, so that button video should be, I have to blow all the pieces of gold away, is in the first 50 days of the first 50 days of the 100-day project. Tongue twister. Let's just give this edge gold as well. Going to sit next to that. Okay. Why is this? If I press lightly, it does not come out. If I press too hard, it just blurbs out. Ugh. Can't live with glue, can't live without glue. Kind of situation. Not really. Okay. Let's put her down and see. And I'm thinking this, because it's glued down, I think you can easily put a little dangle through there as well. That would look very cute too. And let's just do that. And she needs something to stand on. She's kind of floating, just floating there in the air. I still have this. It's just a little too light. Shall we use for her to stand on? Shall we just go with a really dark label? kind of like that, yes. So yeah, let me know what you've been up to. Remember to participate in the day 100 giveaway, to leave a comment on a couple of videos, but you don't have to do all those comments. If you're watching regularly, then you can, if you just leave a comment, I like to hear from you. If you feel, oh, I have nothing to say, even if you just leave a little heart, I will add you to, or possibly add you to the nominate you for the 100-day draw, and you can possibly have an envelope filled with ephemera on day 100 of the 100-day project. Just want that underneath her flower bouquet. Gonna get rid of that extra glue, and then over here maybe I glued everything too much this way, but let's add something. And of course I'm thinking lace, but that is kind of my go-to, and I don't know if that's okay. Let's do a little bit of the Swiss dots, and I have a straight piece kind of going down here, and my glue gun is still on. Just make a ruffle. Ugh. Might burn myself now, but it's okay. It's not that hot. And this would look great with a little bit of sewing. Sewing would just add some texture to it as well. But Tina always says she's not sewing with the 100-day project to include everybody, so we'll stick with her rules. Well, it's not really rules, but what she's been doing. I was wondering if I want some of this washi, and I'm going to tear it in half. Just want a little strip, maybe in here. I don't know, this just still feels very, maybe if I tear that bottom piece too. Yes, okay. I'm going to put glue on here because this washi is not sticky at all anymore. I love this gold dotted washi. I just got it. This is my second set. It's a set from Amazon, and it has the gold dots in it and just a regular gold. The other pieces are at my other table, but I do like just a little touch of gold there. And I don't know if I should just pop a flower in there, kind of mush the flower up. Let's see. If I can get it to kind of have the look that I want it to have. If I just crinkle it up, and it just kind of just breaks up the gold there a little bit. Okay, and then the last one, let's decorate one more. I have these. I think this is from Tina, but I am not 100% sure if this is hers. No, thinking I probably need something a little longer, but let's go with this and just use it anyway. Maybe if I use something else and kind of elongate it that way, but that is just too big with this. Okay, shall I grab my bowl with a plethora of things in it and see if we have, see, this is just a little longer. I'm looking for taller and skinnier, I think. And this could work on there, and then maybe that wouldn't look, yes, that is better. Okay, and I am just thinking if I rough this up just a tad, I don't, just with my scissors. My voice is starting to crack up again. I'm so sorry. It just still happens. I'm trying not to cough. And then the more I do that, my voice gets all croaky. Anyway, let's do that. And I'm thinking for this one, I do want some ink. Oh, I think I need to give up the fight. I'll be back in a second. Okay. Let's move on. I'm using Tim or Rangers Tim Holtz vintage photo again. And let's just kind of muck this up a little bit. It just looks way too crisp and clean. And then I want that, even that stamp to maybe fold up and look like it's been put through a lot. Poor little stamp. Anyway, I do not have a lot of news, I have to be honest. It's just been this week, like I've said before, this week has been crazy. It's a short week. I just tried to stay on top of things this week, and I don't think I was too successful with that, but you know, I tried my best. I did get to all my appointments. That's probably all, the most I've accomplished, and a little bit of, other than that, I made the videos for the 100-day project, and then I cleaned some. This one needs some ink too, and maybe I'll distress this one a little bit too. I did some cleaning in the house, and I cleaned a small bed in my garden. Oh no, excuse me, my voice. Well, not one bed. I went around, and my irises are starting to pop up. So we haven't cleaned all of that, the beds where the irises is, or all of them are in. So I did go ahead and just went around the garden, and I cleaned up all the irises, just cleaned their leaves off. I did poke around. I don't know, my hostas, they're not showing any plans to start poking out of the ground yet, but that's okay. So I usually leave their leaves a little longer. I don't clean them up in the fall. I just let the leaves die, and then during the winter they have at least a little bit of protection against the cold. And then also the deer don't find them interesting, or that's what I'm hoping. And then in the spring I clean them up once I know most of the frost at night is gone. So that was my thinking. I have this little baggie with these. I think these were the seals on a cigar box that I bought from an Etsy shop, and I wonder if I want to maybe pop this in there. I do like it. It's something different. Let's do it. I haven't used it yet. I am sorry. I know it's annoying when but there's just no way. It's either that or I'm stopping every 2 seconds to cough. Anyway, let's put a stamp. I know there's a stamp going this way, but let's just add a, okay, or not. Let's put it on here and press way harder. Okay, and I think then there is enough on this poor little booklet, the cover of it. So you can go in and decorate that as well, or if you're writing in the booklet, I mean, that's even extra writing space. You know the deal. There's so many ideas. I just wanted to show you quickly how these would look in the book. I didn't say at the beginning, it's not necessary, but they are so cute. Let's see if we can say, for instance, on this page, I know it's very busy, but if you pop it on there, or on a blank page, if this goes, see, it just dresses up that page immediately and it adds extra writing space. And then this one that goes from the top, just look at that. Isn't that just cute? It just dresses it up, I think. Anyway, another 100-day done. And while I'm putting out these, the 100-day giveaway, the names this week is Jessica and Shannon, and I will again put your names in the description box, and you can, just to make sure, I'm not sure if everybody's comfortable with me mentioning their last names, so I'll put your names with last names in the description box. And I will add Tina's videos again in the description box as well, if you want to go watch those. And here is all our little booklets and the ones that we've decorated. Oops, that one you can't see, and that one. So very cute idea again. It was Tina from Shabby Dabby Doodog, got it from Yvonne Preston, so I'll try to link Yvonne's video as well. And that's it. Day 53 of the 100-day project is finished, and we will talk again tomorrow and do number 54. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you again soon. Bye.